Hello, good evening, at least from where I am. It's currently raining, and I thought that right now would be a fun time to show you my CD collection. I did a poll in my community tab a while ago talking about, or asking if you guys would want to see a tour of all of my CDs, and everyone said yes, everyone being like 20 people. I still think that's a pretty good percentile of people, though. So today I'm going to be showing you those. I tried to record this video last night, but I did it in photo booth instead of QuickTime because I'm recording on my laptop because it's easier to do it right here on the floor instead of having to do it at my desk on my PC. It didn't save that recording, which is annoying. So I'm doing it now, and I hope you will enjoy. Now I have 4 booklets. I keep all my CDs in booklets for the most part, except for ones that I haven't sorted yet. There's one right there. Well, I'll get there eventually. But I have them in booklets. These are all of them. They're alphabetized. I'll put timestamps in the description below for the specific letter booklets. If that's something that interests you, I don't know. I hope the audio quality isn't terrible, because I'm just using my headphone mic, my Apple earbuds, but who knows? People like poor quality video and audio sometimes. I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's better than the built-in. Doesn't matter. At least I think it's taking the headphone mic. I won't know until after. Okay. So first I'm gonna start with splits and compilations. I got a few. I don't have that many. This is the Friendship Bracelet Tour split. Last Arizona, Jim Henry, and Everybody's Word About Owen. I got this online from the Folk Punk Archivist website. I got it when I was out of the state, and I remember I had this great big panic because I couldn't remember if I had sent it to the right address, because it was right after I'd moved, and I couldn't remember because I think I ordered it when I was half asleep or something, so I was like, did I even do it correctly, once I got back? This is Cursive and Eastern Youth Split, 8 Teeth to Eat You, I think is what it's called. That's this. I think this might have been a Japanese import, but I really don't know. But this is a kind of, I don't know if it's rare, but I think it's kind of, I don't know. I've never seen anyone have this, but I also never looked it up. But Eastern Youth is this Japanese punk band. I haven't listened to this split yet. I got it at Amoeba in LA when I was there last year. And I got a ton of CDs from there. I got the Fall Out Boy Icon disc, which it's just a compilation of their, it's the same thing as all the other Icon discs. I think I got this at Half Price Books, and I was like, why not? Here you go, do it. The Crywink cover album. I love Crywink. They're huge, huge for me. And there are a lot of really good bands on here, like Jordan Mason is on here, and then there are a lot of really bad bands on here, and a lot of really terrible covers. But for the most part, they're pretty good, from what I remember. I put the whole record on Genius, I'm pretty sure, when it came out, and I still get notifications about it every few months, which is always really funny, because I'm always I don't really know. Okay. This is Transgender Dysphoria Blues by Against Me. I got this at Half Price Books before I never really listened to Against Me before, but I listened to this record and it changed my life. I think I got this at Half Price Books with my grandma, which is really funny considering what the album art is. This is The Bible 2 by AJJ, I believe. I haven't listened to this either. I think I got it when I got the Against Me CD as well. Just from Half Price Books. That's my favorite place to get CDs. It's just like a resale bookshop. They have like DVDs and comics and like records and cassettes and VHS there and everything, and obviously books. Easy by Alex G, Burned by me. You can tell because it's my handwriting. I think I did this like freshman year or something. Yeah, not much to say about this. From Here to Infirmary by Alkaline Trio. Haven't listened to this one yet. But I love this band. They suck live, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. I think I got this from Half Price Books as well. And I also have Crimson, Burned by me, from my parents' old, like the like old family computer. This was in their iTunes. You'll see a lot of those discs, and I burned this in like middle school, I think, because of my handwriting, probably like 7th grade. And then I got the real copy of it, which I always look for whenever even if I have the copy burned, I always am looking for like the official pressing or whatever, or like a version of it, what have you. And it came with like the bonus disc, because I think it was like an anniversary special. And this is like the whole record, but demos and stuff, which is cool. Haven't listened to it. This is All Get Out this season. Don't know where I got this. Don't know what it is. Literally have no idea. That's how some of these are. It's like, I just have them. I don't know where they came from, but I just have them. At the Drive-In, Relationship of Command. I think I got this at Half Price Books as well, which was like a crazy, crazy find. I think I was with my grandma as well. And I was like, it's crazy that I found this. And she was like, yeah, love this album. It's incredible. Crazy that it came out in 99. Like, what the hell? This is the Invalid Litter Department single by At the Drive-In. It came in the packaging for In Casino Out, though, because I got this at Half Price Books as well. That's where most of these are from. And I was so disappointed because I was listening to it, but I was like following the track list on Spotify, and slowly I started realizing like, oh, these aren't lining up. Like, what do you mean? Like, it says that I'm listening to track 3, but it says I'm still on like I'm on like track 5 on the actual record. What's happening? You know. It was a weird thing like that. The Best Damn Thing by Avril Lavigne. I've never listened to this. I think I got this at Half Price Books as well. This is one of my parents' CDs. It's Beach House Bloom, which I've never properly listened to, but I probably heard a ton as a kid. Which is the case for a lot of these records, these burned ones from my parents. I was just like in the car, like the family car, like CD booklet. But I have it now, so. 100 Grim Reapers by Ben and Bruno, which this is the first CD I ever burned. That's why there's that little star there. I think I burned this in like, it had to be like 7th grade. This is a really beautiful folk record. I tried to tape it on cassette as well, which I have right here. In my boombox, this beauty from the 90s. It was like right after I'd gotten it, and I bought all these cassettes, and I taped it, and side A sounds really good, but then when I went to tape side B, it just my tape deck completely broke, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I tried taping it on a more, like a newer other CD player, and it just completely broke, because I was doing CD to cassette. I want to get that. I want to get the tape deck fixed, though, because that'd be awesome. Better Oblivion Community Center, self-titled album. I don't remember where I got this from. I don't think I got this secondhand. It might have been like a gift from someone. I don't really remember. And if it's from my brother and he sees this and I don't remember that he gave it to me, I'm sorry, okay? I might have bought it with him. That's why I'm like thinking about him. But that's like the record that like got me into Bright Eyes properly. Like I already knew them and listened to them, and I already knew Phoebe, of course. I'd been listening to Bright Eyes since I was like 12. But that's like, that record was like the gateway for me to really get into Bright Eyes, you know, like I listened to, ton of their other records after that I hadn't listened to before, and I was like, whoa, I like, fell in love with his songwriting and stuff. Better Than Ezra, Friction Baby. I don't know where this came from. I think it was in the back of my dad's car or something. And he just like gave it to me with all these old photos. I was like, cool. I feel like it was like his dad's or something, but I don't know. And here, see, here's where it gets weird, because I listen to all kinds of stuff, right? When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish. I definitely got this at Half Price Books. This album is great. I haven't listened to it in years. I remember, though, not to be like this, but I remember her from when Ocean Eyes was popular. Like right after this record came out, I like found it and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then like a month later, everyone was like, oh my god, Billie Eilish, Billie Eilish. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's just funny. And I also have Happier Than Ever, which I think I got from Target right after it came out, which is cool. It came in with like a poster of her, I think, and I think I had that on my wall at my old house. There's another one of my mom's CDs, Black Keys, El Camino. I've never listened to this, but I have it. Maybe I have in my childhood or something, I don't know. Similarly, I got this Bob Dylan record, never listened to it, which I know is bad, because I think I'd like him. But it was part of this was in that, like, my like, family booklet. Another thing that I will do, or at least I used to do it, I haven't done it in a while, probably a year since I've done this, but I used to check out CDs from the library, and I'd burn them to disc, so I wouldn't have to download the files from like the internet or something, and it'd be a cleaner, it wasn't like you were ripping the files from YouTube and then burning them. It was like you're ripping from the disc and burning to another disc. So in my mind, it was a lot more like higher quality. I haven't like, done the side-by-side tests, and I'm sure you couldn't even tell. But I got Boy Genius self-titled EP, which is pretty cool. Crazy that my local library has that. Stay tuned though, because I got some crazy library finds coming up. Like crazy. This is Boy Genius, the record. I think I got this like last year for Yule or something, from my parents. Yeah, it comes with a little zine. It's really cute. I also got it on vinyl. I will not be showing my vinyls today, mainly just because like I don't want to have to get them from downstairs. I don't have that many either. I only have like 8, and it's not like I don't collect it in the same way, so I don't really, it's not a big deal to me. This is Brace's self-titled EP. Now, if you are not aware, if you're not familiar with the band Cursive, you might not know this. And even if you are familiar with Cursive, you still might not know this. So Braces was like Cursive before Cursive. It was in like 94 or something. I think Cursive's first record was like 96, 97-ish. I don't know. But like this was right before. This is just a 4-track tape, and I think it had a version of like A Red So Deep or something like that, or like The Radiator Hums. It's not on here, sadly, and I wish it was, because that'd be really cool.
Hi, so I'm editing this video right now. Sorry that the audio quality is going to be terrible. I'm not mic'd up. It's whatever. The song that is on, the song that made it onto Domestica from the Braces 4-track is Making Friends and Acquaintances, and it's on Bandcamp, on Domestica 20th Anniversary Remaster on Bandcamp only. It's not on Spotify. I don't think it's on Spotify. It's not on Braces Spotify. Last time I checked, it's not on the Braces EP on Spotify. Otherwise, I probably would have heard it, unless I just didn't know and no one told me. Oh my god, this is completely new information for me. I'm losing it.
But it's just all these old songs, all these old like Tim Kasher songs. I think this was between Slow Down Virginia and Cursive. I'm pretty sure. Because I think it was after Slow Down. Sounds like it was after Slow Down. It sounds like we're getting into Cursive. Or maybe it was like after. I don't know. I'm not an expert. This is Your Favorite Weapon by Brand New. I like this record. It's fine. Not a huge pop punk guy, but I like this more than Deja and Tandu, which I also have right here. Oh wow, that glare is crazy. But But I always preferred God and the Devil Are Raging Inside Me, or whatever that record's called. Bright Eyes, Fevers, and Mirrors. This is burned from the digital download that came from the vinyl, because I have it on vinyl. I would like to get the actual CD of this, though, because it's my favorite Bright Eyes record, probably. Next to, like, Letting Out the Happiness, which is also one of my favorites. Lifted. This is also burned from the digital download that I got off the vinyl from Dead Oceans. Yeah, this is all from the Dead Oceans repress. But I also have an original Saddle Creek disc of it, which is cool. I think I got this at Amoeba in LA as well. Or somewhere else. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think it was Amoeba. Pretty cool. Wow, you can tell this is old because my handwriting. This is I'm Wide Awake, It's Morning, and I clearly burned this from my parents' computer. It's my handwriting, so I was probably like 7th grade. Maybe between 7th and 8th, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I think it was 7th, though. It feels like that. It feels like 13, like not like 12, 13-ish, you know. And then I got the actual hard copy, which I think this was from Half Price Books as well, probably. I don't get any CDs from Goodwill, but I get a lot of my DVDs from Goodwill. Let me know if you want to see this with DVDs. I just don't have as many as I have CDs, but maybe people will like that more because it's less of me. It's like less content to just sit through, and you know. But hey, people wanted to see this, so and I warned y'all that there were a lot. So Noise Floor by Bright Eyes, but this is the Dead Oceans like reprint, which is fine, but it's just fun. It's funny because it's like a slightly different packaging, I think. But Noise Floor, if you're not familiar, is like the Rarities record that Bright Eyes put out in like 2006. Some sources say 2005. I don't really remember though. I think it's 2006. Or something like it doesn't matter. But it's like Rarities and like one-off singles from I think 98 to 2005. One by Car Seat Headrest. Burn this from the Bandcamp page. I also have 2 and 3. The only numbered album I don't have, I'm not including 5 because it never really came out though, did it? Like there's like a, it's like, oh, technically this was 5. My Back Is Killing Me Baby was 5, man. Doesn't matter. I haven't burned a 4 because I didn't buy it because for some reason $4 was like, when I was in freshman year, like $1, $2, and $3 was fine, but like $4, whoa, that's spendy. So I never burned that one. But I have My Back Is Killing Me Baby as well, which I don't remember. I think that was free to download on Bandcamp, or like name your own price. I got Twin Fantasy Mirror to Mirror, which I also burned. I think these were all freshman year. They had to be. Like late 8th grade, like the summer between 8th and freshman year, but I'm almost certain it was freshman year. And then I have the hard copy because I got this when I got a Twin Fantasy CD from a Matador pressing at Amoeba in LA, and it had both Face to Face and Mirror to Mirror, which is pretty tight. So I got both those on hard copy. Monomania burned. I think this is also just from Bandcamp. I downloaded and burned all the Bandcamp ones that I could get for free because I don't have money. Living While Starving, or Starving While Living, depending on what you're looking at. And I really love the way I wrote this on the disc. It's really fun. Because I think also the album art is similar in that capacity. This album is so long that it takes 2 discs. Yes, 2 discs. Nervous Young Man by Car Seat Headrest. This is all Car Seat. That record reminds me of 8th grade when I was taking my final exams because I just was listening to it on repeat at that time. Doesn't matter. Got How to Leave Town as well, which might be their best record. Will says it's an EP, but I think it's a record. I mean, it's like 10 songs long and it's an hour, That's a record. and I got Face to Face. And it's funny that it says 2016 because obviously that's when it was recorded, but it wasn't put out until 2018, so it's just kind of funny to me. Coheed and Cambria, Good Apollo and Burning Star 4, No World for Tomorrow, or Volume 2, No World for Tomorrow, which is like the sequel to Good Apollo and Burning Star 4, Volume 1, From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness, which is like the Coheed album that everyone knows, has like Welcome Home and everything on it. The Suffering, if you know that one, I don't know. This is the only Coheed CD I have, though. My brother got it for me. Thanks, Phoenix. But I'm kind of sad because it's like it's like the Coheed record I haven't listened to yet, and also I don't have any of their others, and I really want them. I really want Second Stage. It's my favorite. So if anyone wants to buy me that one for Yule, or like, I don't know, a late birthday present, something, just let me know. Send it my way, man. Parachutes by Coldplay, because they used to be good. I think I got that from Half Price Books as well. Kid Crow by Conan Gray. I got this when it came out from Target, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I remember when this came out, I was in 6th grade, which is hilarious. I haven't kept up with him since then, but I was massively into Conan Gray. Yeah, man. Like, he was like my favorite songwriter. Copeland in Motion, which I also burned from my parents' computer in middle school, and you can tell because of my handwriting. I'm gonna be saying so much of that. I just know I will be. This is my mom's CD. And Counting Crows, August and Everything After. I haven't listened to this. I mean, I probably have, like, in my childhood. Again, that's another thing you'll hear me say a lot. But this is, like, from, the family CD collection that now I have. This is Sex, Death, and the Infinite Void by Creeper, an English horror punk band that for some reason, like, no one in the States knows about, even though it's brilliant, and, like, God, this album is just so good. But it's funny that I say that they're horror punk, because if you listen to this is probably their least horror punk project, outside of, like, this was, like, when they started moving away from their horror punk sound and went more, like, I mean, that album, like, goes kind of Americana, it's, like, goth rocky, sort of. I kind of hate saying that, because, who cares? Doesn't matter. Tomorrow's Nearly Yesterday and Every Day is Stupid. I think I got this from, I think I burned this off of Bandcamp files it looks like middle school. Like, I think this was 8th grade or freshman year because of my handwriting. I can't tell, though. Same thing with Just Popping In to Say Hi. Yeah, okay, so it had to be 8th grade. Because this was I remember this was, like, right after this came out, and I was like, oh, I thought Cryonic was never gonna make music ever again. But, then, like, Jay's house burned down, and they wrote that record in, like, 3 days or whatever. And we were all like, wow. Here we go. Here's the Cure part. The Cure, Fascination Street, a single. I got this from Half Price Books. Every time I go to Half Price Books and I see the Cure CDs, I'm always like, I need it. And anytime I see singles as well, because there are weirdly a lot of Cure singles at Half Price Books, and I always want them. Disintegration. I burned this from from the library, I think, in freshman year. I also have the single for Love Song that I also probably got from Half Price Books, but I can't remember. Entry Plus, Live at Wembley 89 by The Cure, which is also from, I think, my local library. Wish by The Cure, which for some reason every time I go to the store and I see this on the shelf, I always want to buy it, even though I literally have a copy of it. So hopefully filming this and posting it and, like, showing the camera that I have it will make me remember that it's a record that I own already. The Cure, Wild Mood Swings, which the like, the liner notes fold out into a little poster of a clown, and I used to have that on my walls in my old house, in my old apartment. 413 Dream, which I also had the liner notes folded out on my wall as well, I'm pretty sure. Very cool. I also have the Disintegration Rarities, which was a part of that collection of CDs that I got from It was one, I think it was like a disintegration, like ultra deluxe, like, you know, CD package that was at my library. It's like a 3-in-1, you know. Cursive's Domestica burned to disc from my parents' computer. This is possibly the best record ever made, if I'm being honest. And I have a hard copy of it. This is from the reprinting. I think this is on 15 Passenger, back when they were on 15 Passenger. I don't remember who they're with now, but Cursive's 20th anniversary, I bought this CD at their show when I saw them. I think when I saw them with Thursday at the Forge in Joliet. So kind of random. But it came with that Braces CD, because it was like 20th anniversary of Domestica and stuff, and that was kind of like a, you know, pre-Domestica songs, but they were still in the same sort of world. Burst and Bloom by Cursive, which is like so good. This EP is brilliant. I think I bought this off of eBay for like $8 or something. Like in the middle of the night, I was like, I need this. I have The Ugly Organ as well by Cursive that I burned from my parents' computer. You can tell because my handwriting. I think I listened to The Ugly Organ for the first time properly in like 6th grade, and I listened to Domestica in like 7th grade. And then I have a hard copy of it, and I think this is a Saddle Creek pressing that I got at Amoeba, I believe. So that's the first booklet done, which I know sounds crazy because that was 1 million discs. The So Impossible EP by Dashboard, Confessional. I got this from Half Price Books, I think. It was like one of the first, like when I started going there regularly, this was one of the first CDs I got, and I kind of got it just because I felt obligated to. I'm not a huge Dashboard guy. I think I got this in like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade. And I have the Summer's Kiss EP, which was my parents. They were big Dashboard people. I'm neutral about them. Maybe I just need to listen to a proper record, I don't know. The photo album, My Death Cab for Cutie, which is burned from my parents' computer in middle school. I love this album. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. Has some of my favorite Death Cab songs, some of my favorite songs ever in general. And I also have Transatlanticism, burned from the same computer, same time period. You can tell because my handwriting is a mess. That was like right when I learned how to burn CDs, so I was on a roll with them, you know. In like 7th grade or whatever. This is also Transatlanticism. I think this is like the proper disc that my parents had. Yeah, you can see how worn out it is. I don't know if you can actually see that well. Maybe it was just glare. Plans that I burned from the computer, the family computer. And I have my parents' copy of it, I believe. At one point I had like 3 different copies of Plans, because I think I was planning on giving some of them away to my friends. Like I bought them as gifts, but I just at any given point I had like 3 copies of Plans just in my room, and it was funny. Narrow Stairs by Death Cab, which I think I got from Half Price Books, like freshman year probably. Violator by Depeche Mode. I think I also got this at Half Price Books, which is pretty crazy. Very cool. Now, this is Trouble and Tremble by Early Mart, which I got at Half Price Books because I thought that the art was really beautiful. But it's not, I don't know. I mean, it's been like 2 years since I listened to this. I think I got this in like 8th grade, like late 8th grade, maybe between 8th and freshman year or something. This record basically, to me, I'm sorry if this offends any Early Mart fans, but it just really sounded like they wanted to sound like real lo-fi Elliott Smith, and it's just like, I'd rather listen to Elliott Smith instead of listening to a band trying to sound like Elliott Smith. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is the Bronx's mariachi album, El Bronx. This disc was my mom's, I think. I haven't listened to this all the way through, but I know I got it, and my parents really loved that record. They like swear by it. It's very fun from what I've heard, and I like it so far. From, you know, what I've heard throughout the years and probably the vague, faint memory of it from my childhood or whatever. Elliott Smith's self-titled record, which I think I got for my birthday or Yule or something, like last year. That's my favorite Elliott Smith record ever. I also have Either Or, which I think I got, it was another gift. It was like from my grandma or something, I believe, a few years ago, as well as Figure 8. I love Elliott Smith so much. I think I got this one from Half Price Books. This is Fallen by Evanescence. In 8th grade, I had this Evanescence t-shirt that I wore all the time. And I thought it was so funny. I didn't listen to them or anything, so I was kind of just being a poser. But I thought it was so funny to just wear my Evanescence t-shirt all the time. This is With Your Body Beside Me by Yui. I think I burned this from Bandcamp Files. This is a brilliant record, only came out this year. Yui is an incredible artist. I love them, I love their work. That record like changed my life. I remember waiting for it to come out and waiting, and when it came out I was just like, wow. Taken aback. It was beautiful. And I have their live performance at the Wardrobe from earlier this year. Me and my friend Luno love this performance so much, and I burned him a copy of it as well. We can like quote all the like on-stage banter between songs and stuff from this. Blank Wave Arcade by The Faint. This is another original Saddle Creek pressing. I don't know if they ever left Saddle Creek though, so I don't know how crazy that is. But I got this from Amoeba as well last year in LA. I burned this from my parents' computer in middle school. This is Take This to Your Grave by Fall Out Boy. This is the Fall Out Boy section. Buckle up. My mom burned this for me before I went on a trip, I think, like with my grandparents or something. I don't really remember. But I wanted to bring CDs, and she burned me some, and this was one of them from Under the Cork Tree, and I think that was the first time I listened to it. And I was like, whoa. And I have a hard copy of it that I think I got from Half Price Books, probably. They always have a few copies of that record in there. Infinity on High, which I've never seen that little design on there before. It's pretty cool. I then got this in like 7th grade from Half Price Books. I don't really remember. It's been a while. Folie Deux, which I burned from files that I ripped from the library's disc of this. I think that was like freshman year. I don't remember. Save Rock and Roll, probably also Half Price Books. American Beauty, American Psycho, and I spelled Psycho wrong, so that's cool. That's terrible. Oh my god. I just completely missed letters there. Wow, great. But this is from files that I got from a disc at the library. And then Mania, which was a CD that I had in 4th grade. It was one of those like first, like from that like first batch of CDs when I was first getting into, like that was when I like first really got into music, was in like 2017. I was in like 4th grade. This is So Much for Stardust by Fall Out Boy. I think I got this from Target right when it came out. Confession, I still haven't listened to this record. I know it's been months, but, and like I've seen songs of this live. Like I literally saw them live 3 times for this record, and I haven't listened to it yet. I know that's bad, but you know. This is one of my mom's CDs, Extraordinary Machine by Fiona Apple. Same with this one. Foo Fighters, The Color and the Shape. Franz Ferdinand, self-titled, I believe. I think I got this from Half Price Books as well. There's another one of my mom's, Gaslight Anthem, The 59 Sound. Hesitant Alien by Gerard Way. I think I got this from Barnes & Noble, actually, with my dad at some point. but my memory's a little bit foggy because this is one of the CDs I would rent from the library a ton in like 5th grade. I got this Grimes disc from my mom. This is her handwriting, I believe. This is one of her CDs, you know. Hayley Williams' Petals for Armor, aka one of the most beautiful records ever, maybe. I don't know, I like it a lot though. I think I burned this like freshman year, maybe, no, this has gotta be middle school. But it's from the library as well. Crazy that my library has that also. Decadence by Head Automatica. Very funny, because when I burned this I had no idea who Glassjaw was. But I got this from my parents' computer. Again, I have hipster-ass parents, man. The Horrors self-titled EP. I think this is an import from England, but this was in my local record store, like, in my town. Like, in my town. Like, I can't emphasize enough how rare, how bizarre and rare of a find this was to find here. Like, literally not even like 10 minutes from my house, you know? It's like, what the hell? You know? I also have the Horrors Strange House CD, which I just got, like literally just got last week. And it is, I got it from that same record store in my town, man. And it's absolutely bizarre that I got this. This might also be an import from England. The back of the disc is black, which is really beautiful and insane. I had it in my CD player because I was just like listening to it. But yeah, awesome. Insane to find this in the States at all, but let alone my hometown. I don't remember what the name of this record is, which is bad, but I'll put it on screen. This is Hot Rod Circuit. I really like the album art. This record's good. It's been a long time since I listened to it, and I think I got it from Half Price Books. Antics by Interpol. I think I got this from Half Price Books as well. Very good. I love Interpol. Clarity by Jimmy Eat World. Possibly one of the best records ever. Can You Still Feel the Butterflies? Which is such a simple lyric, but it's one of my favorites from Just Watch the Fireworks, and it's one of my, and I love that it's on here, and the lyric always stuck with me. And I love this record. It's awesome. And I think I got that from Half Price Books as well. Jimmy Eat World, Bleed American, or Jimmy Eat World self-titled. Now, I don't remember exactly all of this stuff because my dad told me, but it was a really long time ago. This is Bleed American, but I think they were going to call it that. Maybe they put out like a batch of those, and then 9/11 happened, so they had to change it to Jimmy Eat World self-titled. And then when they put it back on streaming years later and did redistribution and stuff, they changed it back to Bleed American. So I don't know how rare this is or how completely normal this is, but this is one of the ones that just says Jimmy Eat World and not Bleed American. South Ramp by June Henry, back when she was August Henry in like 2020. I got this from her merch store ages ago, I think. Or like one of her old merch stores, I don't remember. I think it was like her dad's like indie label that like the merch store is operated from. Very cute. The Exhumation of Princess Pavement by June Henry. I just got this from her merch store as well. Love it. Incredible record. I have Between, which is her like singles and one-off record, that I also got online from her merch store, I think. This is another one of my parents' CDs. Day and Age, The Killers. I think this track list is burned backwards though, so it's like in reverse, which is really funny. Especially because there are bonus tracks on here, so you like start with those. So I grew up thinking that those were like just part of the record, and like you know, I listened to this whole record backwards for like years and years and years. But this was in heavy rotation when I was a little kid, in my Hello Kitty boombox. You know, I don't know if you guys remember that, like 2010s kids and stuff. And then I have my own copy that I got from Half Price Books, I think. Sound of Silver LCD sound system. Got this from Half Price Books as well. Nothing terribly special. I don't remember why or how I have this, but I have Letters to Cleo, Aurora Borealis. I don't know anything about this band other than they were in that one episode of Parks. You know, Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. When I bought this at Half Price Books, the lady at the counter was like, "Yo, this album's so good. You'll love this album." And I was like, "Yeah, man. Hell yeah." I have Meteora as well. I was walking around the museum, the Field Museum in Chicago a few days ago, like last week, listening to this, which is really funny to me. I got Lord Pure Heroine. I think I got that in like 7th, 8th grade from Half Price Books, probably. I think my brother bought me this, and he's gonna see this, and he's gonna be like, "You think? You don't know for sure?" He won't. Unless he does give me a hard time. Doesn't matter. Well, I guess we'll see. This is Hold Now Youngster by Los Campesinos. One of the best bands ever, in my opinion. And like no one in the States knows them. They're English and they're amazing, and I love them. And I want to get more of their CDs. Maybe if I like went in, maybe I need to go to more like record stores, and I'll find them. Who knows? Mariana's Trench, self-titled, which I think this is an EP. I burned this in 8th grade for sure. This record was huge for me in 8th grade, which is kind of crazy. Same thing with Fix Me by Mariana's Trench, which I just think that I got this from their merch website, because I think I was just like, I need this record in real life. I put up all like the liner notes and stuff on my, all the packaging on my walls and stuff. Very cute. Funny story about this one. Phantoms by Mariana's Trench, which is my least favorite Mariana's Trench record. Out of all the ones I've listened to, which is all of them except for their new one, I think. Digipack case of this record is signed by everyone in Mariana's Trench. And, it's just really funny, because this is my least favorite record of theirs. And also, I got it signed, got a signed copy of that, of a Mariana's Trench record for like $8 at Half Price Books. That's crazy, you know? I just got this one as well. This is Francis the Mute by the Mars Volta. My best friend Minnie, she loves the Mars Volta. She also loves like At the Drive-In and stuff. Her and I talk about wrestling all the time lately. And she loves that record. She really wants me to listen to it, especially because I'm really into Coheed. And she's like, "You'll love it, you'll love it, you'll love it, but you need to like sit down and like dedicate an hour to listen to this." And I'm like, "I know, I gotcha." So I'm just looking for the right time, basically. Synthetica by Metric, which is another childhood record. This is my mom's handwriting. It might be my aunt's, though, honestly. I don't really know. Because a lot of my mom's CDs were given to her by my dad's sister. Laurel Hell by Mitski. I think I got this when this came out. I think I got it from Target. I really don't know, though. Yeah, I think it was, because I think it was a Target exclusive, like packaging and stuff. This is Give Me Some Spirit by Moonlark. I think I found out about her in like 8th grade or something, or like between 8th and freshman year. I was like discovering Bandcamp and like really like getting into all these obscure Bandcamp artists, and I found Moonlark and got Give Me Some Spirit, as well as Grey Cat and the Rose album. This copy of I Am the Movie by Motion City Soundtrack that I burned from my parents' computer in middle school, and then commit this to memory. We just moved house, and my parents found this disc, like in the basement or something, when they're going through boxes, and they gave this to me, along with some others, and I was like, whoa, very cool, man. And here's where it gets crazy. My My Chemical Romance collection. Now, inherently, that's not crazy, but what I'm about to show you is, this is I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love. Now, it looks like it's just a regular burned CD, but this is ripped from my library's, my local library's, disc of Bullets. Yeah, My local library has a disc of Bullets. And guess what? It literally is one of the old discs of it that has on the side, if like the piracy warning that's like, if you pirate this, Gerard will come into your house and drink your blood. And I've heard mixed, I've heard conflicting evidence, but I think that's like one of the really like old ones, exclusive ones, something like that. I don't know, because I don't think all of them have that. Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. This was one of my first CDs that I got after I started collecting, like 4th grade. I got this at Christmas, I think, at my granddad's house. I think he gave this to me, which is hilarious. I was really embarrassed, I think, because I was like, now everyone thinks I'm emo. I was, kind of, but not really. This is the Life on a Murder Scene, like, live performances for, like, AOL and stuff, or what have you. And also it has Never Told You What I Do for a Living demo, and Bury Me in Black, and Desert Song, which is pretty crazy. It, like, came with the other, it came, like, with the real disc of, Life on the Murder Scene, which I have in here with my DVDs, so. This is The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I got this in 4th grade as well. One of those real old discs of mine from elementary school that I'd listen to on the school bus and stuff. And then this is the Living with Ghosts copy that I have. I don't remember when I got that, though. Danger Days, which also had to be like 4th grade that I got that in. Mad Gear on Missile Kid EP, which I probably burned in like 8th grade. I don't really know. I also have Living with Ghosts, which came with the, the other Black Parade one. I don't remember when I got that, though, or like where, or anything like that. It doesn't really matter. This is one of my mom's CDs, Boxer by The National. With Teeth by 9 Inch Nails, which I bought like a year ago for my Adam Faulkner Stanheight Halloween costume, because I was him for Halloween last year, sophomore year of high school. And it was fun, and I listened to this like all day in my CD player, I'm pretty sure. I was also listening to that record when I was walking around the Chicago Botanical Gardens like a month ago, which is hilarious to me. Of Monsters and Men, My Head is an Animal, which I haven't listened to yet, which I know is bad, because I know they're good. I got that from Half Price Books as well, I think. Or Barnes & Noble, but I think it was half priced. I don't really remember. I'll be so honest. Here's where it gets tricky, my Of Montreal CD collection. None of these have names on them, of the records, and I don't really know their album arts that well, like the disc art. I think this is Sunlandic Twins, Sunlandic Twins bonus EP that came with it, very cool. Hissing Fauna, Are You the Destroyer? Which, I heard in like freshman year and it like changed my life. I don't know what record this is, but I'll put it here. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, which I think I got like right after it came out from Target. It has like the alternative, like the alternate like cover and everything. Has this art instead. A Fury You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco, which I also got in like 4th grade. Alongside Pretty Odd. I love those two records, but A Fever is like perfect. It's like the perfect record. Incredible. Ryan Ross. This is Vices and Virtues, which I'm not too keen on, but, Pete Wentz wrote, like, the whole thing. So, I had to get it. Like, Pete Wentz and, like, Butch Walker or whatever. I think I got that in, like, 8th grade or something. This is one of those ones that my mom burned for me on my road trip in, like, 4th grade. Paramore, All We Know Is Falling. Incredible record. My brother does not like this record that much, and I think he's fundamentally wrong for it. I got Riot. I don't know where this came from. Used to rent that from the library a ton, as well as Brand New Eyes, which I have here. Probably got those both from Half Price, but I don't really remember. The Final Riot audio live album. I also have the, like, DVD of it. We got After Laughter, which was I got with 3 Cheers at that at Christmas when I was in like 4th grade, 4th, 5th grade maybe, I don't know, I don't really remember. This Is Why by Paramore, which I got right after it came out from Target. This is one of my mom's CDs. Achilles Heel by Pedro the Lion. Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers, which I burned from the digital download off the vinyl. From the Dead Oceans, like, code thing. Same thing with Punisher. Got the little moon and boat there. Feather River Canyon Blues by Pigeon Pit. Incredible, beautiful folk punk album. I remember when I first heard this, I was just like taken aback. Like, my heart was so full. I got that from their Bandcamp as well. Placebo's self-titled record, which I'm pretty sure one of my best friend's girlfriends bought me when she was overseas, which is hilarious. She also bought me my copy of Igby Goes Down, I'm pretty sure, which is very funny and very cool, much appreciated. Shout out Shy if you see this. She's not gonna see this. Without You I'm Nothing by Placebo, which I think I got semi-recently. I was looking for that record for a long-ass time. Got it at half price, I think, as well. I don't remember. Sleeping with Ghosts. Meds, which I vividly remember listening to in the art room in sophomore year of high school while I was like working on my piece. I was listening to it in my CD player. The Postal Service, Give Up. Don't remember when I got this. I know it was from half price though. I think it was freshman year. And I have Real Become Silhouettes, which is either a single or an EP. I don't really remember. It might be like a 2-track, so it's like kind of hard to tell anyway. But I got that relatively recently. I just saw it and I was like, oh my god, I should get this. Ramsey Fiction, Cooler Than Me, which I burned in 8th grade, and you can tell. Which is like Mariana's Trench before Mariana's Trench, but it's like just Josh Ramsey and his like sister or whatever. And that record is crazy. And one of the songs is like Lost to Time or whatever. It's really funny though. Regina Spektor, Soviet Kitsch, but this is my mom's disc of it. And then I have the real disc of it as well, which I think I got from half price as well. Don't know. Saves the Day Through Being Cool, which is my brother's favorite Saves the Day record, which is, I understand it's a very good record, but I like Stay What You Are more. This was given to me by my parents in like 4th grade. We always like had this in our thing, but they were like, you should listen to this. Like my dad was like, you gotta listen to this, so I did. I think it was on that road trip I took in like 4th grade, and I was like, what? My brother hates this album. I think it's brilliant, and I think he's wrong for hating it. Phoenix, Your Opinion's Wrong. Oh Inverted World by The Shins, which I think I got in 8th grade. You know, it's good. It's fine. I wasn't that hot on it. Wincing the Night Away, though, by The Shins. I remember a lot of these songs from my childhood. This is funny. Sigaros Talk, which is, if you're not aware, Sigaros is this Icelandic band. They did, like, their singer did, like, the soundtrack for, like, songs in the soundtrack of How to Train Your Dragon, which is probably where you know, probably where you've heard them if you're not familiar with Sigaros. But yeah, this record's incredible and beautiful and awesome. I've never listened to any of their other stuff past this, but I'm sure their other stuff is good too. It's like a beautiful auditory experience. Silverchair, Neon Ballroom. I think I got this sophomore year. I had like a weird little Silverchair phase because in the 90s, Daniel Johns kind of looked like how I envisioned one of my characters at the time. Since then, I've changed my mind on how she looks, but he's, 90s Daniel Johns has a special place in my heart. Leaving Through the Window by Something Corporate. Never listened to this. Not really a pop punk guy, but Andrew is a sweetheart, so. Sonic Youth, Confusion is Sex. I think I got this secondhand. Don't remember where. Very good record. And I have Goo, which I think my parents got for me, like, last year. I'm so sorry about the glare, by the way. There's nothing I can really do about it if I'm trying to show you. The Tear Jerky EP by Sparky Deathcap, which I love Sparky Deathcap so much, and I'm so kind of annoyed that September got so popular on TikTok, mainly because it got popular. If you don't know who Sparky Deathcap is, there's the multi-instrumentalist in Los Campesinos had this project before Los Campesinos called Sparky Deathcap, and it was just this EP and then a record that we thought was lost to MySpace. Spoiler alert, it was not. And I remember I found them in I found out about him in 2021 or something, maybe 2020 honestly, and I got super into them. You know, they're what got me into Los Campesinos. It's some of the best folk music I've ever heard, in my opinion. You know, more modern, experimental sort of folk, lo-fi, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. Beautiful, beautiful EP. And then, a year or two ago or whatever, September started trending on TikTok, but it was only the instrumental and no one knew who it was, and I got re-uploaded a ton of places and no one credited Sparky Deathcap or R.N. Taylor or any of that. And he didn't get any of those sales or any of it, and it was kind of tragic. But then he put out the remastered EP, and maybe I just have demoitis, but this is my favorite, so I like the Bandcamp, because I got that from Bandcamp. And I also have Let's Build a Fire, and Let's Build a Fire was the album of his. I think people thought that it was called She Lit a Fire. At least that's what my friend Ghost, who we did a ton of Sparky Deathcap hunting back in the day, but we thought that it was called She Lit a Fire, and we also thought that it was lost to MySpace. And then one day, and when I was in 8th grade, I go on YouTube and I see, oh my god, Let's Build a Fire by Sparky Deathcap. What the hell? Someone found someone in a Rate Your Music comment section found had the the files from way back when and put them on YouTube, and we were all like, oh my god. We all, meaning Ghost and I. That's where I get my username and band name from, Hellsmouth Cove. And also a little bit of a Buffy reference. Life's a Drag by Spice Pistols, which is this British band that covers Sex Pistols and Spice Girls songs, and they do really insane looking drag, and I saw them at the Cobra Lounge when they opened for Subhumans. And I met them. I'll put a photo somewhere here. And that was so much fun, and they signed my CD as well. It was very cute. I got that CD at their show. I also have Internal Riot by Subhumans, which I got from Half Price Books, I think. And this is my parents' CD, Sufjan Stevens, Illinois. I didn't know that we had this for way too long. I think freshman year or something I found it, and I was like, oh, you guys didn't tell me we had Sufjan. And they were like, yeah, we've always had Sufjan. And I was like, this is another CD that my mom burned for me for that road trip I took in 2017, Louder Now by Tiki Mac Sunday. I also have a proper copy of it that I got from Half Price Books. I bought it alongside my brand new CD, and I got a really funny photo of me holding both of them. Very funny, very silly. I have this aunt that's only 6 years older than me, and she would give me her old stuff. And in the 2010s, being a teenager, preteen in the 2010s, she was super into One Direction and Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande and all that stuff. And when she was getting a bit older, and she gave me her CD of Taylor Swift's Red, the original one, because this was before Taylor's version. It was 2013, 2014, whatever. But I didn't listen to it for ages because I was like, Taylor Swift is for girls. And then one day I listened to it on my Hello Kitty, if real ones remember the Hello Kitty boombox, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And my mom was like, turn that racket off. So I did. But I still think it's cute that I have that. It's a good record, I don't know. I don't listen to her, I don't really like her. I mean, she's great and cool, and I love Carbon Emissions. Yeah! If It Was You by Tegan and Sara, which I haven't listened to, but it's funny because my brother, who I got into Tegan and Sara, has heard this record. I don't understand. But I think I got that from like Half Price Books, like freshman year or something. This is my parents' old CD of So Jealous. This was honestly, this might be my aunt's, my dad's sisters, who gave my mom a ton of CDs. I think she's the reason why my parents got into Tegan and Sarah. But anyway, this record was huge for me when I was a little kid. Tegan and Sarah was huge for me in general. This was also from our like family book, was The Con by Tegan and Sarah. And I got my own copy of it because I wanted the packaging. Kind of unnecessary though. And I have Sainthood, which is probably my favorite. At least it was my favorite when I was younger. My favorite might be So Jealous though, because it's just so good. The Artist in the Ambulance by Thrice. I think I got that from Half Price like a year ago or something, like during sophomore year or something. Third Eye Blind, self-titled. There's another like family booklet one. Same thing with these two copies of Out of the Vein. I don't know why there are two copies. Waiting by Thursday, which I think I literally got this from Half Price Books, which is like shocking. Anyway, this is such a good record, and I love the disc design of just handwritten lyrics and stuff, like the monologue. I think it's the monologue from one of the songs. I got Full Collapse as well. I don't remember where I got this from. I don't think I got it secondhand, but I might have. I really don't know. Might have gotten it as a gift though as well.
If you care, I just got it as a gift right after I just bought it secondhand, and then I ended up giving it to someone, my extra copy to someone, and I don't remember who, and I don't remember anything else.
A City by the Light Divided, which I listened to this past month, I think in October. Good. It's good. I like it. I got that from Half Price Books too. If any of you are familiar with Straight Line Manifesto, you'll probably know the album The Hands That Thieve, which is very, very good. But before we knew Straight Line Manifesto, my friend Ghost sent me this record called The Hand That Thieves by this artist called Tokay. Just an acoustic album. And apparently, this is the acoustic version of that Straight Line Manifesto record, and they got into a ton of legal trouble with their label or whatever. And, like, all this crap. But it's funny because Straight Line Manifesto was like a ska punk band. I don't know if they're ska punk, but they're like ska. It doesn't matter. And it's just funny because I knew them. I knew that record is from being a Tokay record, which is just like acoustic. It's like folksy. You know, some of the songs almost sound biblical in that, in a sense. You know. Very cool though. Elephant Shell by Tokyo Police Club, and I thought they were English for the longest time. They're not, they're Canadian. And I got the remix album, EP, whatever, came with it. This is a little bit embarrassing, but I kind of don't care, because it's from 4th grade. This is Blurry Face by 21 Pilots, my least favorite record of theirs, always. Sorry. I haven't listened to any of their new stuff, though, so maybe that would change. And then Trench by 21 Pilots, which I got right after it came out. My dad loves that album. Forget by Twin Shadow. This is my mom's CD. It kind of looks like my aunt's handwriting though, so it might have been hers as well. This is the used self-titled, which I got from Half Price Books, which again, insane find to see in the wild. This is their best album. I also have In Love and Death, which I got in like 8th grade. From Half Price Books as well, and this record is amazing. But their self-titled is just so brilliant, man. Violent Femmes, got it from Half Price as well. I don't remember when. Water Parks Double Dare, got this in like 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade. I was a huge Water Parks fan in 5th and 6th grade. I got Entertainment as well. I got both of those in like 5th grade for like Christmas or something. From like my grandma with a new, she like got me a new CD player because I dropped mine on the bus and it cracked in half and I was so sad. Fandom, which I got in like 6th, 7th grade, I think. No, yeah, I got it in 6th grade because it came out when it had just came out, yeah. Because I got into Water Parks like right after Entertainment came out, like a month after. And I was really into them, and then my dad was like, I don't like them, so I stopped listening to them. And then a month after Fandom came out, I like rediscovered them, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then I got really back into them like crazy. And I have their home demo record 1, which I have a journal entry. I'll put it here or whatever from when this came out. Because I literally remember that day, and I have a journal entry from it, and it's hilarious. Greatest Hits by Waterparks. I think I got this in like freshman year, honestly. That record's brilliant. I wrote like a short story about it. I did a whole like 2-page like sketchbook spread. When it came out, it was just so huge to me. It was like a visceral like experience, like incredible story. Which is funny because I think a lot of people didn't like that record. I thought it was amazing. Speaking of records I don't like though, Intellectual Property by Waterparks. Hate this album. I got it though because I don't know. I think it was at Target, honestly. It's not a good record. Sorry, I don't like it. This is my parents' copy of He Thump by The White Stripes. Lately, I Feel Everything by Willow, which I got from Target, like right after it came out, I think. In like 7th, 8th grade, I don't really remember. Yeah Yeah Yeahs EP. Got this from Half Price as well, I think. Or Amoeba, I don't remember though. I just remember I was chuffed to find it. Fever to Tell by Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Super cool art. I love all the packaging for that one. And I have It's Blitz, which is very fun because the tray art is like a pizza box. So when you open it, it's like a pizza box, and then, oh my god, it's Karen O, Nick Zinner, and Brian Chase on my pizza. How incredible. And now my final CD for you. Zombina and the Skeletons' Death Valley High. One of the best one of the best horror punk bands probably ever. Super underrated. Brilliant. English. Amazing. I love them. They're very awesome. And I got that from their Bandcamp, I think. And bonus, I'll show you my soundtracks real quick. We got the Garden State soundtrack, Tangled soundtrack, Burned by My Mom, I don't know. The Green album, which is, yes, Muppets. But like Alkaline Trio is on here, which is funny. The original off-Broadway recording of Hadestown, and then the on-Broadway version. I got both. Hadestown is like my favorite musical ever. I'm not really a musical guy. Snakes on a Plane and Benny and June. I don't know. We got the Warped Tour 08. I think I got that from Half Price Books for like $3, and I was like, sure. Got Punk Goes Christmas. I don't know. We found it in the basement. I have like a 6-part Sky Anthems that I bought because I thought it was funny, but it's probably pretty cool. That's all I got in there. Well, if you liked this super long video that has been so tiring to record, honestly, I'm so sleepy. It's like 1 a.m. My parents are asleep at this point. I'm so tired. I hope you can't tell too much, though. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll edit this whenever, and I'll upload it to you. If you like the video, please subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. And like it. Like the video if you liked it. I don't know. I don't care. I'm bad at this YouTube promo stuff. In the description will be all my links. So like, you know, my Instagrams, my live journal, maybe my Tumblr. I don't know. I don't really use my normal Tumblr that often. I have a wrestling side blog, but you guys don't get to have that. Come on now. Some things are just for me. I'll see you guys another time. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know what else you want to see. Let me know if you want to see my DVDs as well. Maybe I'll put a poll somewhere in this video about it. I don't know if I remember how to do a poll, you know. Okay, bye. Subscribe for more excellence.